Hey everyone, hope you're all having a great day. Today I'm going to run through how long it takes, roughly, to do the lantern run in Amnytas. In my last video I did how long it takes, roughly, to complete Skywatch Archipelago. So if you haven't seen that yet, click the link in the top right corner over there, and you'll be able to go check that out first. This is map number 2 in the Secrets of the Obscure expansion pack. Couple quick notes before we get started. I'm just going to swap locations real quick. Alright, so now we are right underneath the bastion of the Celestial Waypoint. First thing I wanted to do is just quickly go over how to get the markers so you can see where you're going, what you need to follow to do the lanterns quickly. So open your Blish HUD settings. You should already have Blish HUD installed for this. Then you want to go into Module Repo, and in here you want to search Pathing and install Pathing. I already have it installed, it's over here. Then you'll get another toolbar tab up here on the top left corner. Open that up and you can turn on the markers. And there they are. Those are the ones we are going to be following today in Amnytas. Second thing I wanted to quickly mention is in my last video, I ran Skywatch Archipelago in about 28 minutes or so. There was a lot of mistakes. It was the first time I ran it properly. But I ran it a few more times since then and I got the timing down to about 18 minutes. Which is a whole whopping 10 minutes less than it took the first time. The third thing I wanted to mention is that in Amnytas, if you're using TES trails, like I am, they are a little bit outdated, in the sense that they were created before Guild Wars or ArenaNet made the change to move a few of the lanterns outside of buildings that weren't previously accessible unless you were doing an event, to let you be able to complete the illuminating lanterns achievement without having to wait for the events to happen. So what that means is there's a couple, maybe 3 or 4 lanterns that TES Trails doesn't path you to. But even without the trails, they're really easy to get those ones that they've moved. So TES Trails is totally fine for me to complete. I did this previously, before I did this video, to test out how long roughly it takes for me, the first time. And with, believe it or not, minimal mistakes this time, my timing was around 23 minutes, I believe. So let's run through it today and see how long it will take us. Oh, and I'll just mention one final thing. When you're using TES trails, at least, if you're following a trail and you sort of get to the middle or the end of it and the trail disappears by the time you get back here, or you missed anything, you can actually go back up here, go down to reload markers, and all the markers that you had before will come back up. The point behind that is obviously to help you know which trails you've already completed, but sometimes the trail disappears a little bit early, even if you may have missed some of the lanterns along the way. So, if you need to bring them back, that's the method to do it. Without further ado, finally, let's get started. I'll try to do less talking as I did in my Skywatch video because I want to be able to speed it up a little bit more so you can just see where I'm going rather than listening to what I'm saying. Good luck to me not talking. Alright, let's do this. Start the stopwatch now. Right, so here, just a quick tip when collecting the lanterns. When you're activating them, the reason why some of the lanterns didn't activate in my first run in Skywatch Archipelago is that I used the dodge skill, or the dodge thing, mechanic, after I'll just pause it here, after I activated the lantern. If you dodge, it will deactivate what you're doing and you'll have to reactivate the lantern again. Just a heads up there. Turn it back on, open this up. Let's go. I always forget which trail requires the position rewinder. Position rewinder? I always forget which trail wants that and which trail is just to follow with a mount. So that's why you saw me get a little bit confused before and I went down one path. And you also would have seen that the trail disappeared when I followed that along. So that's why I had to bring them back, because I went the wrong one. There's no way to get in there without demounting, so it's the only way to do it. Is it just me, or does anyone else also prefer the jackal to the raptor? Trying to think of the raptor's name for a second. It's like, that's the main one. What is the name again? Okay, note to self, getting in the water does not let you activate it. I don't know if you noticed on the first run as well, but there was also a lantern already there that wasn't covered by Tez trails. So I just grabbed that on the side and I just saw it there. So I don't have all the locations of the ones that Tez hasn't memorized. So it's just lucky if I see it nearby. I believe that's all the trails from the Bastion of Celestial. So now we've got a trail going right here from Bastion of Knowledge. Now this one says go inside. It's actually this one here on the outside. The trail goes further in. It used to be in there. I think that's it for Bastion of Knowledge. Pretty sure. We're only at 13 minutes. I think we are at least halfway. Let's have a look. We're well over halfway. We only have 11 left. 10 now, I believe. Alright, trail 1. Let's go trail 1 here. Trail 2. Okay, 3 more. What are we missing? These are the ones that will not be covered probably by Tez. So now's where we have to figure out. Oh, well, this one didn't activate for some reason. And then what else do we have? Just happens sometimes, and you can't always. You could always pay attention, but I guess I don't. So, Great Debate Hall. So that one's a little bit different. That's a new one. It's been moved around. I believe that moved outside of the hall instead of staying inside. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. This is Great Debate Hall over here. So I believe it's just sitting out the front. Right there. And the last one is the Underways. Once again, I missed that one, and I believe it's down here somewhere. Yeah. I believe this one's pretty easy to get to as well. It's just kind of going down here, I think. Just all the way down. And then through here. There is a trail here, but I don't know how or why. Yeah, I was following this. So this one is on the list, but I just followed it incorrectly. So look at that. We finished it in 16 minutes and 55 seconds. That is pretty fast. And it was like 18 minutes, I think, for Skywatch. There it is. Amazing. So that's even on the trail, and I think I just missed it from up there. Yeah, I don't know how. I think I just didn't pay attention enough to where I was going. Anyway, that is it. We have another gift of Amnytas, because we need it. And then another exotic. You get an exotic every time. And you get, as well as, whatever that other thing was. Transmutation charge. Yeah, doesn't take very long to do it. Don't forget you can trade these to the new vendor in Wizard's Vault for a bunch of the currency, the pinches of Stardust, if that's what you want to do with it. That's it. We got to 17 minutes. Pretty happy with that. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you in my next video, which will be running this in Inner Nyos.